England's bowlers flayed by Andre Russell inspired West Indies. West Indies win first T20 by 4 wickets with powerful display. Adil Rashid records significant bowling milestones in losing effort. Never mind the team, this was a night when England's bowlers were thrashed. They conceded 14 sixes, a number no team has managed against them since they were last in Barbados at the start of last year, and that has only been exceeded 4 times in their history. Turbocharged by their mighty maximums, and chasing a distinctly under-par score of 171, West Indies duly won by 4 wickets, with 11 balls remaining. Along the way, one member of England's team wrote his name into the history books. Adil Rashid became the first Englishman to 100 T20 wickets, the third to make 100 appearances in the format, and by way of footnote was the least expensive of the 7 English bowlers here. West Indies win first T20 international with England by 4 wickets, as it happened. He is the first Englishman, and 10th man, to reach triple figures for wickets and the third Englishman, after Owen Morgan, who played 115 games, and Josh Buttler, for whom this was a 110th, to make as many appearances, and once the stench of defeat has cleared will surely remember the evening with great and deserved pride. But some of England's bowling was expensive in both the cricketing and the financial sense, given that Kyle Mayers sent 2 balls soaring out of the ground via the roof of the Greenwich and Haynes stand, and Andre Russell, outstanding with bat and ball on the occasion of his first international appearance for more than 2 years, landed one on top of the big screen. Add another that was swiftly soaked when the game resumed after a rain break, and the box of replacement balls was out more frequently than West Indies batters. Yet for a while, as Rashid, Rehan Ahmed and Liam Livingstone tied up West Indies with leg spin, it seemed England might salvage the game. It was great to see them operate together, Josh Buttler said of Rehan and Rashid. We wanted to see what it looked like, to have 2 X-factor bowlers like that, especially out here where it might spin. We need to find out if it's an option here before we get to the World Cup. With 2 balls of the 16th over remaining, the 7th successive over of spin, the hosts needed 43 off 26, and it was not a done deal. Then Rovman Powell thrashed Livingstone's last 2 deliveries of the night over the rope, and from there West Indies were unstoppable. The main issue for England was that while they started their innings superbly, they ended it calamitously, losing their last 5 wickets for 6 runs and 16 balls to finish with a total well short of their most pessimistic midway imaginings. From the position we were in at halfway, 112 for 2, to only end up with 171 is an area we could have improved on, Buttler said. The wicket definitely got harder and the West Indies adapted, but certainly we need to find a way to score another 20 or 25 runs in that phase, which would have been a really good score on that wicket. Phil Salt, who scored 40 off 20 balls, clicked straight into top gear at the start, giving Josh Buttler time to find his rhythm. They put on 77 for the first wicket and plundered 25 runs off the 6th over alone, a bit of a mess from Alzari Joseph that featured 2 fours, a 6, 1 significant overstep and 2 wides, the second of which bounced through the legs of Nicholas Pooran behind the stumps and ran away to the rope. When Will Jack sent the first 2 balls of Joseph's next over soaring over the ropes, he had bowled 8 legal deliveries and conceded 38 runs. But things changed as soon as Russell started bowling, and almost immediately worked out the ideal approach. After bowling the first slower ball to Josh, I realized how much the ball held up in the wicket and tried to pass on the message as quickly as possible to the other seamers, he said. Shepherd did it well, Alzari bowled maybe 2 or 3 slower balls per over after that, and that's where we started pulling it back. Having conceded 76 in the opening 6 overs without taking a wicket, and 112 in the first 10, West Indies used their variations to slowly asphyxiate England's innings. Only one of the last 10 overs of England's innings brought more than 6 runs, and as it concluded in a humiliating clatter of wickets, Russell finished with career best figures of 3 for 19.